Greetings, I'm Rob Chapman.
And I'm Lee Anderton.
And we're very excited today here at Andertons.co.uk because we're giving away Gibson guitars.
We are. Those kind people at Gibson have said, if you tell your YouTube friends about our new 2013 Gibson guitar lineup, we'll give you a... Yeah, apparently all we got to do is tell you about the 2013 Gibson guitar range, ask you to do something funky for our competition, and then we're going to give away one of the new Gibson USA-made tribute Les Pauls with the mini-tune system on it.
Gibson guitars graciously giving away their gorgeous guitars.
It's got to be worth, I think it's worth
How many
about
G's was in that
1,000.
sentence?
Yeah, a lot. About £1,000, so one of the biggest prizes we've ever done.
Yes.
And it's open to anyone in the world, as long as you live close enough to Andertons to come and get the prize.
And we had a chat about...
That's not true. It's anywhere in the world and we'll send it to you.
Wait, review that bit. We had a chat and we thought what we would do is come up with a concept whereby you don't have to be an amazing guitar player to win, because there are so many competitions where it's like, here's a backing track, shred, and then the fastest guy wins the competition. And I think that's unfair, because there are some people who are learning. I was a beginner once, still am. Lee was never a beginner, he was born.
I was born with the soul.
And so we thought, how about, rather than playing over a backing track or writing some music or being technically skilled, just have a crack and try and review a guitar, preferably a Gibson guitar.
Yeah.
But if you haven't got a Gibson guitar, just pretend you have.
Yeah.
Maybe make it out of cardboard or
just make it up, or pretend that the guitar that you have got is a Gibson, or even do a review about why you would like to own a Gibson or an Epiphone. A Gibson or Epiphone is fine. So, we're going to tell you about the 2013 range now. We've got a little fine selection on the wall behind Rob, and I've got one here. This is just an overview. We've actually shot quite a lot of more detailed reviews of these guitars already. So this is how we do reviews. This is going to be, I would say, marks out of 10 for stupidity. This review's probably only going to be about a 2. But feel free to make yours an 11. It's up to you.
Yeah, basically, it's a mock review in the style of Chappers and Captain, but any old way you want to do it is the best way.
Yeah. So, let's go through the range now. We're only talking about Les Pauls and SGs, and we're just talking about their sort of core USA models. And I'm just going to literally whiz through them, and Rob and I are just going to tell you a little bit.
So let me grab the camera.
So, we start the Gibson range out of the USA with the Junior. You can get the Junior as either a Les Paul, like this bad boy here, or an SG. They are superb guitars. We've done a video review of these. If you want to go check it out on Rob's channel, or if you haven't got time to watch the long video, look on the Andertons channel where we do the highlights videos. So this is a solid mahogany guitar, maple cap. SG again is a solid mahogany guitar. They've both got these kind of cool covered black pickups with the matching black machine head buttons. They're not active pickups, although they kind of look like they might be, but they're not. Awesome sound, love these guitars, but the killer thing about the Junior is that you'll only pay about £500 or £600 for one, depending on the colour that you buy. So you get some nice gnarly kind of... So, there you go. So that's the Les Paul, and that's the first one, or the Les Paul Junior and the SG Junior. So those are the first two guitars in the 2013 USA Gibson lineup. Over to you, Rob.
Greetings back at you on the Chappers, and we've got now the Tribute Series Gibson guitars. You might notice this is an SG, standing for Super Amazing Guitar. And the Tribute Series are very cool. You get the 50s, 60s, 70s or future, and they're all loosely based upon what kind of would be in that era. And obviously, you know that the SG didn't exist in the 50s, but if it had done, it would have been amazing. And they've just gone back in time with some kind of classic Gibson time machine and conjured up what it would have been with P90s. Is that right, Lee? P90s. So, well, this is the future one, and it's a great guitar. It sounds great, it feels nice. It's got a little bit of chub on the neck, but not too much. And the one thing is, it's a bit out of tune. But that's fine, because it comes with a mini tuner, and apparently all I've got to do is press this one button and it will tune itself And that's all we need to do. So if I press it once, and then strummage, that's actually really good. That was really fast. Classic Gibson tones.
And now, the next one up in the range after the Tribute series is the Studio series. Now, Studio series has been in the catalogue for a little while, and it's the first guitar in the range where we start to see the kind of gloss finish come in. Again, you can have it in a Les Paul or an SG version. The gloss finish is a really lovely nitrocellulose finish. It's a very thick, deep finish, so it really starts to bring out the kind of the grain on the guitar and the burst, and you get those classic kind of light reflecting off the arch top on the guitar. So this is the Les Paul. Now for 2013, we begin to see some features coming down from the Les Paul standard, like coil tap. So I can have a regular humbucker sound. It's just I've got a bit of gain on this amplifier here. I might just clean myself up just a smidgen.
Clean yourself up, Captain.
That's your classic kind of humbucker. One of the other cool features we get on the Les Paul Studio is a coil tap feature, which has come down from the Les Paul standard. Coil tap, coil split, can't remember, but there we go, it does the same thing. This is the humbucker sound. Classic Gibson sounds, but if I pull the volume knob out, little thinner kind of... Some people will try and say it's a more Fendery sound. I don't think it is. It's basically like a softer humbucker sound. But I'm guessing it is splitting the pickup because you'll introduce some noise. It stops being hum cancelling when you pull it out. Now you've got you can do that on the bridge pickup as well. Quite a big difference in the tone there. We don't have the phase switching that you'll get on the Les Paul standard. We'll come to that a bit later. What other features on there? So sort of you no longer, in 2013, you no longer choose a neck profile. You used to be able to choose a 50s or a 60s neck profile, but there is now just one neck profile, which is the slightly slimmer and infinitely more popular sort of 60s style neck. Lots and lots of colour choices on this guitar, from solid finishes through to burst finishes, and the option to have it fitted with the mini tune system that Rob just very ably demonstrated before. So that's the Studio for 2013, and these are about £1,000.
So, SG standard for 2013. The best sounding guitar I ever heard in my life was an SG, Serious Chappers. This is a mode I don't rarely engage. And it was Dweezil Zappa playing his dad's SG when I went and saw Zappa play Zappa. And it was phenomenal tone. It was a Cornford amp, it was an SG. And I thought, my God, why don't I have one in my life? Still don't really, which is a bit of a sad thing. The thing about an SG is you get all that kind of awesome Gibson pane from the humbuckers. You get the amazing ability to be able to set up two different kinds of tone. And what I've got here is a neck backed off tone, and I've rolled off some of the tone as well to make it warm and fluffy and light. But then you can crank it and get that kind of lead boost when you take it into the bridge. But it's so lightweight, so easy to play, that it's just one of those special combinations. It feels a little bit like playing a flying V sometimes, because there's so much, it's almost like infinite kind of access to the top here, which Dweezil aptly demonstrated when I saw him play. I just love that. I think it's a special thing. Some people find it odd because it feels like the neck's far away. I think it just feels badass. It comes in lots of different kinds of finishes and colours. It's mahogany. It's made of wood and bits, and it plays and feels amazing. And you would be hard pressed to find a nicer sounding and feeling guitar in your life. So it comes with classic 57 humbuckers from Gibson. It comes in at under £1,000 English currency, not weight. And the other thing Lee told me to say.
Which is that it can have the mini tune system if you want it.
Which is that it can come with a mini tune system if you want it.
Over to Lee.
Over to Lee.
Back in the room. Okay, so we got the Signature T Les Paul now.
Get some nuts!
Yes, absolutely. You'd be forgiven for thinking that perhaps this was the Mr. T signature. I'm going to show you some pain! But it's not. I don't know why it's called a Signature T, and in fact no one at Gibson could tell me why either. Perhaps it's just Henry's favourite letter of the alphabet. So, this is the Signature T. Now, it replaces a guitar that actually hasn't been in the catalogue for a little while, called the Gibson Les Paul Classic. So same sort of money, about £1,500. Got the open coil pickups. These are classic 57s, again classic 57 plus in the bridge, regular classic 57 in the neck. We've got some nice new features which weren't on the old classic, like locking tuners, which are cool. Again, solid mahogany body. Look at the beautiful grain that you get when you do that sort of quarter sawn mahogany body. It's so pretty. It is a maple top. Obviously I've got a gold top, so you can't see that, but you can buy this in burst finishes if you want to see a flame. Sounds great. We've got the coil tap feature off of the standard as well. If we really wind it up a bit. Love a good Les Paul. And if you want to see more of this particular guitar, we shot a cool video of the new Marshall Slash SL5 guitar amplifier, in which we used this very model all the way through, and it sounds amazing. So that's the Gibson Les Paul Signature T, which if you like and want to hear more about, you should go watch a video that we shot on the Marshall SL5 Slash amplifier, because we used this very guitar all the way through. It's amazing, I love it, but for the finale of this video, back over to you, Rob.
So nice. So this is the new 2013 Les Paul Standard. We've got the stunning quadruple A quilt looking top, and what you just heard was it in Peter Green mode. Peter Green is my favourite guitar player of all time and space. Taught me everything I know without even ever knowing it, and I don't know a lot. And what you just heard was using this awesome phase switch. Basically, without activating it, I've lost my ring, let's see. Without activating it, these both work together and you get that fat tone that you know and love. But you put it out, and all of a sudden you get that beautiful reversed sound. That is unreal. Is that not amazing? That is absolutely amazing. I love this so much. Anyway, I'm getting excited about the guitar and I should focus on a review. Les Paul Standard 2013. It comes in 3 kinds. It comes in double A flame, it comes in triple A flame, or it comes in the quilt quadruple A flame that you see here, know and love. A bunches of different colours. This is an amazing guitar, absolutely incredible. And not only does it come with a phase switch, but it also comes with a bypass switch. Now what that does is it just goes, ignore everything here and take it from these and send it out of the guitar into your beautiful amplifier. If you back off the volume on the neck pickup, you can really hear the difference a lot more when you engage this kind of bypass blowtorch switch. So this is just the neck pickup, backed off volume slightly. So great. Needs the robot tuning, doesn't it? So it's packed with awesome features, let alone the fact that you can set it up just like we did with the SG. You can back off this one and back off that one and kind of change the tone. These are tones as well, obviously. So it's really feature-laden, feels great, sounds great. It's got me playing in a way that I haven't played for a few months, so I'm excited about that. Over to both of us. It remains for us to say that, well, we want to give you some tips about this competition, basically. We're a double act.
We are.
A double act. And so we thought we'd give you some tips on how to shoot this mock review in the style of Captain and Chappers. Tip 1 from the Captain.
Get yourself a great wingman.
That was my tip. You stole my tip. No, seriously, don't worry about the quality you can put out in terms of video camera. If you've got an iPhone,
never mind the quality.
Yeah.
Just think about the quantity.
It's about the content and the personality. As long as you've got an iPhone or some kind of little camera, or even no camera, just record the audio and put it up with a nice funny image, then you're fine.
You've got to get your personality into this, because you can go anywhere to any website and read about the features of a product.
Yeah.
And that's basically, so unless you can inject a bit of humour or some good playing or, you know, some sexual innuendos or, you know, something there, then basically that's what you need to do to be a cool reviewer. But
so what we're looking for...
What do we know?
What do we know about that, yeah. So what we're looking for is a fun review of, hopefully, a Gibson guitar, but if you haven't got a Gibson guitar... Yeah, or an Epiphone. If you haven't got either of those, make one out of cardboard, paper mache, or review something else. And we're looking for a fun, informative review in the style of us, or not.
And why is this particular guitar here sitting on my lap magically?
I have no idea at all, Lee.
Is it because this is what you could win if we like your review the best?
That's actually quite exciting, isn't it?
It is.
Wow.
It's a Gibson USA Future Tribute Les Paul with my favourite mini tuning thingy here. Oh, look at that! That was like a wrist breaker. Yeah, so we will be sending this to some lucky person, thanks to Gibsoni, sponsoring this video.
Open to the entire universe. If you live in Hawaii, you can enter the competition. It's important that you remember to include the title of this video in your description. And also, please put Andertons in the tags of your video, and then post your video as a response to this video. We'll watch every single one, and when I say we, I mean me. And we will both choose. I'll get 5 great videos.
Rob will tell me which one he thinks I should say is the best.
No, I'll choose 5, and then we'll sit down and watch them together, and maybe we'll film ourselves doing them.
I'll watch as many as I possibly have time to watch.
Yes.
Both of them.
I imagine Gibson Corp will also watch a few of them, which is exciting.
They might do. Yeah, they might do. So keep it clean.
Yes, keep it clean. Now, don't worry if you can't play great if you're a beginner, because you don't have to play great to do a review. You can just literally sit there and ham it, and it's fine. But if you do play great and you want to put a bit of that in there, go ahead.
That's cool too.
Yeah, and also if you do make a guitar out of paper mache and cardboard, if you want to make like a, you know, sort of a cool looking Andertons Gibson,
that's a good idea.
And do some sound effects while you're pretending to play it, that would be really funny. That's what I do. I'm like, that'd be great. Anyway,
you might have just won.
Yeah.
Have a free guitar.
So I've been Rob Chapman,
and I've been the captain.
Good luck and goodbye.
Ow!